Hello, welcome back with me. I'm Nurul Islamiati. Today we are going to learn about Introduction to Linguistics. Language is all around us. Language allows us to share complicated talks, negotiate agreements, and make communal plans. Our learning, our courting, our fighting all are mediated by language. You can think of language as a technology. Humans manipulate their bodies to produce sounds, gestures, and appearances that encode messages using a shared system. How does the technology of language work? The answer is by linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language and its structure, including the study about sound, structure, and meaning, where the study about sound consists of phonetic and phonology, then structure consists of morphology and syntax, then meaning consists of semantics and pragmatics. The first branch of linguistics is phonetics. Phonetics is the study of production and perception of speech sounds. It is concerned with the sounds of language, how the sounds are articulated, and how the hearer perceives them. It is also related to the science of acoustics in that it uses much the same techniques in the analysis of sound that acoustic does. Phoneticians study both of production of speech sounds by the human speech organ or articulatory phonetics and the properties of the sounds themselves or acoustic phonetics. And then the second is phonology. Phonology is the study of the sound patterns of language. Is concerned with how sounds are organized in a language. Examines what occurs to speech sounds when they are combined to form a word and how these speech sounds interact with each other. Endeavors to explain what these phonological processes are in terms of formal rules. Phonologists are concerned with questions such as what sound contrasts in one language but not another? Answer to such question explain why Spanish speakers have trouble with the difference between English s and ch, or why English speakers have trouble with the different u sounds in French. Words like oui means street and u means wheel. What sounds of a language can or cannot occur one after the others? For example, why can words begin in s in English but not in Spanish? How do poets or writers or song lyrics intuitively know how to match the rhythm of speech to the abstract rhythm pattern of a poetic or musical matters? And then the third is morphology. Morphology is the study of word formation and structure. Study how words are put together from their smaller parts and the rules governing this process. Morphologists examine such questions as to what extent are ways of forming words productive or not? For example, why do English speakers say arrival and amusement but not arrivement and amusal? What determines when words change form? For example, why does English have to add "er" to adjectives when making comparison, but Hebrew does not add any equivalent? How can humans program computers to recognize the root of words spared from its affixes? For example, how could a computer recognize walk, walks, walking, and walked as the same word? And then the fourth is syntax. Syntax is the study of sentence structure. Syntax attempts to describe what is grammatical in a particular language in terms of rules, and these rules detail an underlying structure and a transformational process. Syntacticians address such questions as how can the number of sentences that speakers can create be infinite in number even though the number of words in any language is finite? What makes a sentence like visiting relative can be boring and ambiguous? Why would English speakers judge a sentence like colorless green ideal sleep variously to be grammatical, even though it is nonsensical? How can language express the same thoughts even though they construct their sentence in different ways? For example, why does English I saw them there mean the same thing as French iselisiez-vous, even though the order of elements in French is I them there have seen. How can humans program a computer to analyze the structure of sentence? And then the fifth is semantics. Semantics is the study of meaning. It's concerned with describing how we represent the meaning of a word in our mind and how we use this representation in constructing sentences. It's based largely on the study of logic in philosophy. Semantics answer such questions as how do speakers know that what words mean? For example, how does one know where red stops and orange start? What is the basis of metaphors? For example, why is my car is a lemon? A good metaphor, but my car is cabbage is not. What makes sentence like I'm looking for a tall student or the student I am looking for must be tall have more than one meaning? In a sentence like I regret that he lied, how do we know that in fact he did lie? How many meanings can be found in a sentence like 3 students read 3 books and why do just those meanings exist? And then the last is pragmatism. Pragmatism studies how the transmission of meaning depends not only on structural and linguistic knowledge, aka grammar, lexicon, etc., of the speaker and listener, but also on the context of the utterance, any pre-existing knowledge about those involved, the informed intent of the speaker, and other factors. In that respect, pragmatists explain how language users are able to overcome apparent ambiguity since meaning relies on the manner, place, time, etc. of an utterance. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.